You know what really irritates my soul? When you finally get a homie to play the game, but he also don't own the same console. Y'all really don't understand how often this happens in real life and even on my channel. I remember recently with Persona 4 Arena OT Max re-release, I had so many people getting the game on Switch, and a PC port or Persona 4 Arena OT Max is so broken that everyone switched to PS4 version, and it was so frustrating. It's even more frustrating that they fixed it after I already bought the PS4 version as well, making me double dip already. Bottom line, fighting games need crossplay. There is no hiding that fighting games being such a niche. For many, it's 2 times expensive. I'm tired of double dipping on games because one version sucks or another version is better quality wise overall. If you're a super fan of fighting games, you might find yourself buying the console version and the PC version. If you're a person who travels, you might also buy the Nintendo Switch version just to lab shit on the go, unless you have a Steam Deck. So for example, most of my homies are going to buy the PC version of the game. My PC is running on 2015-2016 hardware, and I can play Guilty Gear Strive on medium settings. But I also know that my YouTube family, yes, you watching the video, please hit the subscribe button and bell for all my videos, would most likely be on consoles. So in most instances, I would have to buy the PS4 version and the PC version.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
As a fighting game fan, this is mad expensive. Fighting games and it being as a hobby is already expensive as is. I'm sometimes dropping $120 on games because I know everyone is not going to play on the same platform, especially when they own either platform while one friend may not. It sucks even more that on the big 3 consoles that there is some subscription service you gotta pay if you don't have it. Xbox Gold is usually anywhere from $39.99 a year, Nintendo's premium service is $50 a year, and PS Plus is the most expensive, which is $60 a year, and with the new Sony PS Plus changes, it might even get more expensive out here. I'm just saying, I'm not broke, but I don't want to be broke. I give you even a recent example. The King of Fighters 15. With KOF 15, the PC version is way better than the PS4, PS5 version of games because of the input delay. Input lag test for the King of Fighters 15 reportedly shows PlayStation 4 version at 4 frames of delay, PS5 to 5 to 6 frames of input delay. One would say, well, yaya, that sounds like a developer problem. And hell yeah, especially on Sony and with the PS5 input delay wasn't just appearing with fighting games, it also was an issue in Elden Ring too. So yeah, I know 2022 and fighting games are pushing rollback, which is amazing, but the next big thing needs to be crossplay. Don't get it twisted, crossplay is needed because it would benefit everyone. You don't have to buy the game multiple times on multiple platforms that you know that is not your main platform anyway. You also have lesser chance of never finding someone to match with in games. This is also leads to another huge issue with fighting games, matchmaking versus crossplay. And a huge downfall to fighting games is player retention. Fighting games does a bad job of this for people who are not competitive. Another huge issue with fighting games is after a certain period of time, matchmaking waiting queues are too long, and thus you just turn the game off and you turn on something else like Fortnite, Apex, or even League. However, if crossplay integration were implemented, this could help tackle the issue. Some games that would have benefited from crossplay on the top of the dome would have been Soul Calibur 6. When Soul Calibur 6 came out, I was even streaming this game and I was thinking about, hey, I might actually learn my first Bandai 3D fighting game in a long time. And after like me playing every day for like 2 to 3 days, you know, the 4th day, it was taking almost 5 to 10 minutes to find a match. It was stupid. I hated it. And to be honest, Soul Calibur 6, in my honest opinion, is one of the greatest 3D fighting games of the last decade. And to not get crossplay at least with PC blows my mind. See, this video was originally sparked because I see Guilty Gear Strive Season 2 that they're implementing crossplay for Season 2 of Guilty Gear Strive. I think it's pretty hype because ArcSys is actually pushing an evolution within anime fighting games, also within the FGC, regardless if you like GGST or not. You know why I love Fortnite? I like Fortnite because it recognizes it's a video game, and Epic Games are literally the ones who push crossplay progression better than any company was really doing. Fortnite also changed the world of gaming, in my opinion, for the better. A report from Epic Games on Fortnite states that cross players play Fortnite 574% more on average than non-cross players. Then this next piece from Rocket League is what fighting games should strive for to keep them around and alive. From this quote, crossplay has a direct and meaningful impact on matchmaking speed and quality for online games, says Corey Davison, co-studio head at Sonics. And it's so much easier to play with friends when you don't have to worry about who owns what device or console. You might stop playing a game entirely without an online friend to play with. Making every friend accessible to you, even if they're playing on a different platform, is a huge improvement to the user experience. So this all wraps back around to what I was saying about crossplay and fighting games. Especially, it is currently really frustrating knowing that PS5, PS4, and PC ports of anime fighting games primarily have mainly been inconsistent with release, if by frame delay or some other issue. Then it just makes me have to either double dip as a content creator or by just being a general consumer to buy a game on a platform I don't even want to, but I know everybody gonna be on because I want to be kept up with it, man. I hate it. And then somebody say, well, why don't you just buy it on one platform? Who playing Under Night on the Switch? Look me dead in my eye and tell me who playing Under Night on the Switch. But here comes the big thing. The huge hurdles with crossplay integration. Many players and fans think that crossplay is going to affect the gameplay and skill level on how things work. Some believe that, for example, if I fought you in Persona 4 Arena Ultimax on Switch, the PS4 or PC player in queue will have an advantage. Even with MK11 and even among Western developers, however, you might be noticing some inconsistencies with how robust certain crossplay networks are. Back in one of the first Japanese fighting game roundtables, Harada claimed that they had plans for crossplay between PS4, Xbox One, and PC for Tekken 7. However, the console's publishers never followed through. Harada also pointed out that creating a unified ID system that allows multiple platforms to communicate with each other is both difficult and mad expensive. Too long, don't want to read or hear me out. If you've been upset that fighting games don't use console invite buttons or have to have some sort of ID system or for you to play with your friends, I think they've been trying to implement crossplay for the past 4 to 5 years in fighting games, but it depends on the game's community and expenses and sales of the game, I believe. Strive is the best-selling Guilty Gear game and growing, so they might have used some of those resources and funding to finally add crossplay to Guilty Gear Strive in Season 2. You also have to remember at one point, Sony hated crossplay. Like, dead ass. Just Google Sony hates crossplay and you can see how the media blew it up. So in a lot of scenarios prior to 2022, crossplay still seems very fresh, a new thing to come out to. Besides Japanese developers still being stuck into early 2010s, crossplay still seems a little impossible. Nowadays, it comes down to the money and the publishers follow up on it, if they see it necessary for their game as well. So as much as I want it for older fighting games like DBFZ, Multi-Blood type Lumina, and BB Tech, heck, MKX, I fucking love MKX. I 100% want to see this being pushed as hard as rollback later this year. We need to make it a standard component of fighting games. We are already too niche to not unify everyone together. I think it's dumb fighting games don't have crossplay in them. I think the game, out of all the anime fighting games that 100% deserve it, Multi-Blood type Lumina should have everybody on every platform fighting each other. As niche as Multi-Blood is, and it's just coming back for over what, a decade plus years from now, God, that game definitely needs it in my opinion. And it's just weird that you're just not trying to push or unify every console altogether. Everyone looks at Brawlhalla, and I gotta give credit when the credit is needed. Brawlhalla is like their prime example of fighting games going in the right direction. Don't worry, we'll talk about the business practice in a free-to-play fighting game video essay next week or in the future. But that game is always active with over 11,000 players on Steam. I'm not even sure how many people are playing on console, which could be even more insane. I think the game I'm super excited for, and I can't go into detail because of yet, is Multiversus. It's looking to go the Brawlhalla route, but not as ugly, and it has characters I truly love. It's been a while I've had a roster where all the characters confirmed so far are the ones I want to play with too. Before I end the video, I 100% want to say thank you all for the support, and this channel is a fighting game RPG channel right now. I know it's a weird combination of two things, but I know I don't want to run a second channel right now, and I am tired of anime games, which essentially I'm talking about stuff like Naruto, Storm, you know, Demon Slayer. I'm tired of them. They don't work, and I can't keep functioning with them, making them subpar and then not having basic features. The way I've been covering things, talking about fighting games, while I be burnt out because of the community conversations like this week, is free to play every damn day, and it's been really relaxing and fun. I would love you guys follow me on Twitter at avataryayaTV to get updates with all my ramblings, content, updates, and etc. I lost my last tutor with 3K followers last year. I'm trying to go behind that point. If you guys want more video essays and more videos in the breakdown series, please hit the like button. It shows the support on if you really mess with this type of content, and also leave a comment on how you feel about crossplay anyway. That being said, God loves you, drink your water, and remember, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Squalla, peace, and I'm out.
I've been a devil, I need me an arc in the heart of my breathing, I feel like time's roll. Walking this bitch with a zombie, so I'll let you rock it, I keep me a domino. Bitch on my dick, man, I feel like Kazaki, stretching that pussy out like it's Pilates. I'm snatching the soul like right out of a body. Fire, I'm spitting, I feel like Dobby. White bitch, blonde hair, looking like Lucy. She from Kyoshi, I paint her face Suki.